Welcome to our session on Employee Relations Management, brought to you by Dr. Microlearning in January 2026. In this brief course, we'll explore how healthy relationships between employers and employees drive performance, reduce conflict, and support a positive workplace culture. Sit back as we walk through practical strategies, legal considerations, and real-world examples to help your organization thrive. This slide lays out the topics we'll cover, from an introduction to practical case studies. We'll move through strategies for communication, performance management, development and retention, plus legal and ethical considerations. Think of this as your roadmap for improving employee relations step by step, with ideas you can apply right away. Let's start with an introduction to employee relations. At its core, it's about managing interactions between staff and management through clear communication, fair policies, and a supportive culture. Good employee relations align individual goals with company objectives, reduce misunderstandings, and create an environment where people feel motivated and respected. Here we define employee relations and why it matters. Employee relations covers communication, policies, and the overall workplace climate, and when done well, it creates harmony, reduces conflicts, and aligns staff behavior with organizational goals. In short, strong employee relations are the foundation for productivity and a respectful, collaborative workplace. The main objectives of employee relations management focus on engagement, conflict resolution, and consistent policy application. By creating a positive environment that motivates employees, establishing fair mechanisms for addressing disputes, and applying rules uniformly, organizations build trust, reduce friction, and ensure everyone understands expectations and consequences. Employee relations benefits both organizations and staff by improving retention, boosting productivity, and enhancing reputation. When people feel valued and supported, morale and performance rise, stress drops, and the employer brand strengthens, making it easier to attract and keep talent. These are practical gains worth investing in for long-term stability. Now we'll look at specific employee relations strategies. This section introduces practical approaches to communication, trust building, conflict management, and performance support. Each strategy is designed to be actionable and focused on creating a workplace where employees feel heard, fairly treated, and empowered to contribute their best. Effective communication starts with open dialogue, regular performance reviews, and anonymous feedback options. Create channels where employees can speak up safely, schedule structured review conversations to support development, and use secure tools to gather candid input. Together, these elements keep leaders informed and help employees feel their voice matters. Building trust and engagement depends on transparency, recognition, and autonomy. Share company goals and challenges candidly. Celebrate achievements both publicly and privately, and give employees meaningful decision-making authority. These practices cultivate ownership, boost morale, and strengthen commitment to shared outcomes. When conflicts arise, use mediation, root cause analysis, and consistent policy enforcement to resolve issues constructively. Facilitate respectful conversations, dig into underlying causes to prevent recurrence, and ensure rules are applied fairly so outcomes feel just. This approach reduces escalation and helps teams move forward together. Moving into legal and ethical considerations, it's important to balance organizational needs with employee rights and fair treatment. This section covers responsibilities around non-discrimination, workplace safety, and ethical conduct to ensure compliance and build trust. Understanding these principles protects people and the organization while supporting a healthy work environment. Employees have rights to fair treatment and job security, and responsibilities to follow workplace policies and grievance procedures. Ensuring clarity on these points helps prevent misunderstandings and creates a predictable environment. When roles, protections, and reporting channels are clear, disputes are easier to resolve, and everyone knows what to expect. Diversity and inclusion create a stronger workplace by improving representation, promoting cultural sensitivity, supporting equity initiatives, and building an inclusive environment. Encouraging diverse hiring Providing cultural awareness training and removing systemic barriers fosters respect, innovation, and a sense of belonging across all teams. Labor laws set the baseline for fair employment, covering minimum wage, workplace safety, overtime, and anti-discrimination rules. Complying with these regulations protects employees and reduces organizational risk. Following legal standards builds credibility and ensures that workplace practices are both lawful and ethically sound. Setting goals and expectations requires clarity, smart objectives, collaborative planning, and ongoing communication. Clearly defined responsibilities help employees focus, measurable goals make progress visible, and involving staff in planning increases ownership. Frequent check-ins prevent drift and keep efforts aligned with organizational priorities. Monitoring and feedback should combine active tracking, constructive coaching, recognition, and targeted interventions. Regular observation and respectful feedback help employees improve, while celebrating progress reinforces positive behavior. When issues arise, prompt, tailored solutions such as training or reassignment prevent small problems from becoming persistent obstacles. Employee appraisals work best when they use balanced metrics, track trends, and support development discussions with transparency. Combining quantitative and qualitative insights identifies strengths and areas for growth. An open dialogue during reviews builds trust. Use appraisals to set goals, map career paths, and support continuous improvement. Skill enhancement programs focus on upskilling, personalized learning, and practical application. Offer targeted training for technical and industry skills, tailor learning paths to individual gaps, and include hands-on projects or simulations so new knowledge translates into real workplace performance. Career growth opportunities include mentorship programs, clear internal mobility paths, and regular reviews to align career goals with company needs. Pairing employees with mentors, outlining promotion or transfer routes, and reviewing progress regularly motivates people to develop long-term careers within the organization. Leadership development emphasizes soft skills, succession planning, and strategic thinking. Invest in communication, conflict resolution, and decision-making training for future leaders. Identify high-potential staff early, and offer workshops on data-driven planning to equip leaders for impactful business choices. To promote positive work attitudes, prioritize recognition, goal alignment, and transparent communication. Regularly acknowledge contributions, connect personal goals with organizational objectives, and openly share information to build trust. These practices create purpose, strengthen engagement, and encourage employees to bring their best to work each day. Ensuring employee well-being means supporting mental health, work-life balance, and a safe workplace. Provide access to counseling and stress management resources. Offer flexible scheduling and paid time off. And maintain an inclusive, harassment-free environment so employees feel secure and supported. Creating a collaborative environment involves team-building activities, cross-functional projects, and clear conflict resolution processes. Regular workshops and informal gatherings strengthen relationships, while collaborative initiatives break down silos and foster innovation. When teams trust each other, they work more effectively towards shared goals. Employee recognition programs should combine regular acknowledgement, personalization, and peer-driven recognition. Celebrate achievements in ways that match individual preferences. Encourage colleagues to recognize each other and build rituals that reinforce appreciation. These practices boost morale and make people feel genuinely valued. Compensation and benefits matter for attraction and retention, so offer competitive pay, holistic benefits, and clear communication around equity. Align salaries with market standards, provide wellness and retirement options, and explain pay structures openly to reduce perceived unfairness and build trust. Work-life balance initiatives like flexible scheduling, paid time off, and mental health support help employees manage personal responsibilities and reduce burnout. Encouraging time off, remote options, and access to wellness services leads to a healthier, more engaged workforce and sustained productivity. Successful employee relations combine open communication, recognition programs, professional development, and transparent policies. When these elements are in place, employees feel heard, valued, and clear about expectations, which drives loyalty and performance. These best practices form a practical blueprint for reliable, long-term engagement. Managing disputes and challenges requires conflict resolution, consistent policy enforcement, stress management supports, and protections against retaliation. Use mediators where needed, apply rules fairly, provide wellness resources, and ensure employees can report issues safely so problems are addressed without fear. Here are real-world engagement examples you can replicate. Run regular feedback sessions to gather input, implement recognition programs that celebrate achievements, and organize team-building events to strengthen relationships. These practical actions turn strategy into everyday habits that improve morale and drive collaboration. Thanks for joining this overview of employee relations management. We've covered definitions, strategies, legal points, development programs, and practical examples to help you build a fair, productive, and engaging workplace. Take these ideas back to your team and start with one small change to create a more positive work environment.